Yo, what's up everyone, it's Lucy, and today I got a request on, I think it was Instagram. Hi, by the way, if you are watching this video person, I can't remember the fucking username, but okay, so today I am going to talk about how to get silver hair from like majority of hair colors, like brands and what to buy and what not to buy. Probably not what to buy, because some people might know better than me, but a lot of you know that I've had multiple hair colours before, and I've recently gone from blue to blue to, I was going to say blonde, but this isn't really blonde, but yeah, and I have also been from black to blonde like at least 3 times, so I thought I would let you know what I buy to do that. Okay, so first off, if you have brown hair and you would like to get blonde hair, I would suggest buying BBlonde peroxide. Peroxide sounds really scary, and a lot of people are always like, oh no, I don't want to use bleach. But you have to use bleach. You have to use bleach at least once, or like you're just gonna damage your hair like even more by using box dye after box dye after box dye. Box dye is dye you buy from shops and stuff that hairdressers are always like, oh, they're so bad for you. They're not actually that bad. I use box dye because hairdressers' prices are like so expensive. But okay, so BBlonde peroxide. It's basically it's a bleach. It's quite cheap, and it's the one I use. You get a box of it's like a little bottle of a blonde activator, and you get 4 sachets of powder. It's like powdered bleach, and you pretty much, it says like instructions on the packet, in the leaflet, and you make as much as you can. Well, not as you can. Don't use all the sachets, because those are kind of like, you can go back and redo it if like you need more bleach. But yeah, so do I think it's 2 parts powder. So you put in a full pouch powder, sachet of powder. I don't like doing that hand gesture, but it's like pouring it. Usually do it in like a little tray that I use a corn on the cob tray, because we don't eat corn on the cob in this household anymore, so like you can contaminate it with bleach. So put it on a corn on the cob tray, or just a plate that no one uses, and mix, like just put in the tiniest amount of the activator and kind of mix it till it's kind of like, it's got to be enough so you can paste it onto your hair, but still thick, so it actually does something to your hair, you know? So you'll do that, and you'll leave it on for about, I'd say half an hour, depending on what hair color you are. If you're really dark brown, like if it's dyed dark brown, then you might have to leave it a little longer. If it's natural brown, natural hair takes so easy to any color you put it on. Well, no, to bleach. I was gonna say, because you can't really like go blue and then it's just, but natural hair takes really good to bleach. Like my roots, like I have brown roots, even though I was born blonde, but I think I just went brown when I was older, I'm not sure. But like my roots are really easy to dye. Like I just use box dye to do them, and then it's sorted. So do that. You can like do fancy shit and like put tin foil over so it heats up and like, you know, makes it take easier, or yeah, whatever. Take it off after half an hour, and you should be the horrible like brassy orange goldy blonde that everyone hates doing, because I don't know, you always have to go through that stage unless you're some kind of like hair goddess, or I don't know. You're really lucky if you don't go through that stage. Some get it worse than others. What people usually do at that stage, they just put bleach on it again. And the last time I did that, my hair just went straw and horrible. It does go strawy either way if you use bleach, but if you do it and do it and do it, it's more straw and more straw and more straw. So what I usually do at that stage, I buy Schwarzkopf XXLive Ice Blonde. And then I usually buy like 2 boxes, but I only usually need 1, but some people might need 2. It's only like £3.99 from Home Bargains, and just put that on instead of bleach. To me, right, okay, so patience is like supposed to be really important when dyeing your hair, but usually if I want to go like brown to blonde, I just do it all in one night. Like most people would say like leave it till the day after to like do the box dye after the bleaching, but I've done box dye after bleaching and nothing bad's happened, but some people's hair are different to my kind of hair, so I don't want to advise you to do that, but I have done it and it has gone okay. But I'd advise you to like leave it to the next day, because some people's hair are different than my hair, so yeah. And then it should go like a yellowy blonde. You might be looking at it, might just go straight white, but most of the time it goes like a yellowy blonde, like this kind of colour. And on that picture I was using extensions, but I dyed my natural hair and my extensions all at the same time, so they all kind of go that colour. Yeah, like the top, that's kind of what it goes, like all the fringe bit and that bit is like what it usually goes. And there's like 3 ways to kind of get rid of that, really, to go to like this silver kind of colour. You can either use toner, and toner's kind of like, it's kind of like hair dye, but it's not really hair dye. It's kind of like, you can get different kind of toners, but purple based toner is what you want to use. If you leave it on too long, it does kind of go like a silvery, purpley oyster colour, which is really, really nice. But like, if you don't want that, then try and leave it on for like 15 minutes, say. And it usually does go like a white, silver, like mostly white more than silver. And then after that, if you kind of want to make it more silver, you can buy a silver shampoo, and basically you just wash your hair like how you use that as your main shampoo. But the thing is, you have to use it every time you wash your hair, and it runs out quite easily, and it sometimes can be quite expensive. So what I resulted in doing, because I did do the whole silver shampoo stuff, and this is how like it started off as this picture, and it kind of goes like white and then like a silvery kind of tint. But with me, I kind of like the matte look more, like as in where it's just all one colour. In the light it does look kind of nice, but and it does look quite nice on there, but it costs a lot of money and it's a lot of effort to keep on top of. So what I did, instead of doing the whole silver shampoo and toner, I bought Chroma Silk Silver dye, and it's £10.50 including post and packaging off eBay. If you're from the UK, they don't really do that cheap in the UK, so there's one on eBay from Poland, and it only takes like 5 days to get here, like any other kind of postage from the UK. So yeah, it's really, really good. But the thing is though, you need to well, you don't need to, but I recommend mixing it with conditioner. You'd put a blob about that big of this stuff like into like a bowl, and then do like that much of conditioner, mix it all in evenly, and make sure it's all like mixed in properly, or else it'll go patchy, and then put that on, because I think this goes really, really dark if you just use it normally. Plus it's quite thick, so you need to use a lot of it and you end up using a whole tube. So just to be safe, I mix conditioner with it, so there's more of it and it's lighter. And then if it's not as dark as I want it to, I've got loads left to like go over and over again. But it doesn't damage your hair that much either, as much as like normal dyes. So like crazy colour doesn't really do much. And for crazy coloured people's hair, like the way you need to fade out your hair first before you try and bleach all the colour out to try and get to blonde. What I recommend is, well, what I did from dark, like I had really dark blue hair and I tried to lighten it to this. And to do that, I crushed 10 vitamin C tablets with a, a potato masher into a bowl, and mix it with shampoo and leave it, like mix it all together and put it on your hair and leave it for about half an hour, and it kind of goes from that kind of blue to this kind of blue. So yeah, I don't know, yeah, that's how like I kind of faded my hair, and then from that I did it again and again, and it gradually went to like a really weird, really light turquoisey colour, and then I was able to bleach it, and then from that it kind of, well, I thought it went blonde, but it kind of had like a tinge of blue still, so you might need to do it twice. But that's how I faded my hair colour. I think it only kind of works for like really light haired coloured, like say like pink, blue, purple, like, like that can lift good. Like I'm not too sure if it works on like red hair and stuff, but it's worth a try. You can also wash your hair in dish soap. That kind of fades the colour out really good, but it makes your hair feel really shit. you can also, if you leave your house, because I don't leave my house much, so I couldn't really do this one, but if you get like a spray bottle, mix it with water and lemon juice, and spray that on your hair and go out in the sun, like that naturally lightens your hair really, really well. But as like I went down the vitamin C route because I don't go out much, so I couldn't really like get the benefit of, yeah. So yeah, you can also, what can you also do? Head and Shoulders anti-dandruff shampoo is well known for fading hair color too, so you can get some of that for quite cheap and use that to try and fade your hair. And then once it gets to like an okay kind of color, like is in like a really, really light version of your original color, then I'd say dye it, and then just repeat the steps what I said about well, like do the bleach and then the dye and then the silver dye or silver shampoo or toner. And yeah, my hair color, I really need a new webcam, but at the moment, like, a lot of shit's been going on, so I can't really afford one. But hopefully, I'm gonna be doing makeup tutorials. I'm not too good with makeup, but a lot of people ask me how I do my eye makeup and stuff. But yeah, so and I really want to do like how to back comb your hair, because I'm pretty good at back combing hair in a healthy way. Wait, that just totally failed. Wait. Because like I use like a pretty cool comb where it's like thick tooth and then an afro bit, and then I also have a proper back combing comb, and just to show people how to do it properly, because there's people that kind of like drag the whole hair like and then it completely damages your hair really bad. But if you do it from the, I'll do a different video on that. But I really want a better webcam by the time I do it, so I don't know if I'll be uploading on here much with all the like beauty shit, but I will try and make do with what I've got so far. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it helped you to get silver hair if you want the silver hair. I don't know. Okay, yeah, I love you guys very, very much. Goodbye.